Welcome to the Wanderer's History Podcast, and to a new miniseries, a direct follow-up of the previous one that looked at several Ottoman admirals, predominantly from the 16th century, who redefined Mediterranean naval warfare. After talking about admirals such as Kemal Reis, Hayreddin Barbarossa, and Dragut Reis, now I would like to discuss about their rivals, admirals that have faced them and had to defend the Western Mediterranean, or the East in the case of the Venetians and their Commonwealth. I have chosen to name this series after a famous painting called The Victors at Lepanto, as indeed we will be talking about Spanish Admiral Don Juan of Austria, crucially important figure for Philip II of Spain, then Marcantonio Colonna, condottiero of the Papal States at Lepanto, and Sebastian Venier, accomplished Venetian admiral who would become Doge of Venice. Also, I would like to make the very important addition and say that although he did not partake at the events of Lepanto in 1571, Andrea Doria had been one of the most important and influential military figures in 16th century Mediterranean naval history. Andrea Doria was of fundamental importance for Charles V, Holy Roman Emperor, and he was arguably one of the most important Genoese figures of the late 15th and first half of the 16th century. Doria was a legendary naval commander, and his strategy reshaped the geopolitical and military balance in the Mediterranean, mainly to the detriment of the Venetians, shown in the Third Ottoman-Venetian War and the Battle of Preveza in 1538. Additionally, his legacy was continued, though some might say a bit tainted, by his descendant, Giovanni Andrea Doria, who was actually present at Lepanto, and both Andrea Doria and Giovanni Andrea Doria will be discussed in the first episode of the new miniseries. As it stands, the following episodes will look at Marcantonio Colonna, Sebastian Venier, Don Juan of Austria, and afterwards Alvaro de Bazan, first Marquess of Santa Cruz. And of course there might be slight possible changes or even additions. So all in all, this new miniseries called Victors at Lepanto, Western Admirals of the 16th century Mediterranean, will complete the picture set by the previous miniseries, namely the Venetian, Maltese, and Ottoman series, showing the intricate power dynamics in the Mediterranean between the Spanish, the Venetians, the Ottomans, a triangle that led to total naval war on numerous occasions. It will also shine a light on the dynamics of the Allied forces of the Holy League before and during the Battle of Lepanto in 1571. Thank you for listening, and please make sure you tune in for the future episodes of this podcast, the first one being about Genoese Admiral Andrea Doria. Until then, please check the previous miniseries I've provided with links in the description box below. And if you can, please hit the subscribe button. Until the next episode, all the best.